Good morning. Thank you for joining me for another 5 good minutes with the Word. I'm Barry Bryson, and we're continuing our study of the Ten Commandments, and we're in commandment number 5 today. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be prolonged in the land which the Lord your God, Yahweh your God, gives you. Okay, as Paul will point out in Ephesians 5, this is the first command with a promise. Not really. It's the first command about interpersonal communications that has a promise. But the command to have no idols, there's a promise there, in which God says, if you do this, there will be consequences. But if you don't, if you respect me and don't worship idols, then I will give you loving kindness. So that in itself is a promise. But there is a promise attached to this passage, to this command that Paul brings our attention to, calls attention to, and makes us contemplate as being very important. This is tough in modern times for us to think about. We know about abusive parents who are sometimes cruelly, mentally, emotionally, verbally, physically, even sexually abusive. And this command to honor your father and your mother is an absolute command. It doesn't say so long as. I want to make sure we understand the difference between this and what the Apostle Paul says in Ephesians 5 and Colossians 3, where he talks about children obey. Children, obey your parents. In Ephesians, he says, in the Lord, and modifies it further. But the word that says children means children, little ones. As long as you're in their home, you have the responsibility to obey your parents. You're not their equals. They have authority over you when they're in your home. This is written to children, not to grown-ups. And so as an adult on my own, I answer to God myself, and no one stands between me and God. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, Paul says in Ephesians 5. Because of the Lord, yes. Because God tells you to, yes. Because it's part of the fabric of the community, yes. But insofar as they are training you up in the admonition and the nurture of the word of the Lord, also true. So obedience and respect are two different things. And so there's no, if dad is a safe cracker and you're 14 and he takes you on a job and expects you to crack a safe and to rob a bank, no, that's not the thing that you should be doing. But to act disrespectfully to your father or your mother, to shame them, to humiliate them, no matter what they have done to you, is always wrong. It's always wrong. And that's just the facts. That's there in the New Testament, and it's there based upon what is written in the Old. You can never be guilty of shaming or humiliating your parents, no matter how bad a parents they've been. You are never allowed to shame or humiliate your parents. And if we pay that level of respect, not obedience, respect, no matter how old we become, and no matter what has happened between us and our parents, then we collectively, because the you is plural, you as a people, you as a nation, you as a culture, you folks, your days in the land will be prolonged. In other words, this is a foundation of your society. Your society will last on this ground that I'm giving to you if you live this way. My great-grandmother, one time, my grandma tells the story that there was this awful, awful human being, that was in their community in Cerrito, West Virginia, and lived to be in his 90s. And just nobody liked this guy because he was just so cruel to children, to animals, to anybody he could be cruel. He could be cruel to. And she said to her mother, Mom, why does God allow him to live so long? And Mom said to her, well, he was good to his mother. That's a wonderful thought, and far be it from me, because I knew my great grandmother, and to ever disagree with her, but I don't think that's what this promise is. This promise is not, if you're good to your folks, no matter how many genocides you're responsible for, I'll let you live to a ripe old age. This is not about individual life and longevity. It's about, the establishing of society, in Palestine, in the ground that I'm giving you. Your society will last a long time if you respect your parents and you do not disrespect them in any way, no matter how long you live, no matter how badly they've treated you. This is the command that's being given, and we have a hard time with that. But it's there. It's there. Not obey your parents as long as you live, but you are not allowed to humiliate them and to disrespect them, no matter how old you get, no matter what they've done to you. You're not permitted to humiliate and disrespect your parents. Okay. We're going to pick up next time with the injunction not to murder, and we'll talk about that when we're together again next time. Thank you for joining me for another 5 good minutes.